in today's session we're going to be see actually how we can able to draw this diagram in the AutoCAD in the isometric view or in the isometric projection. So first of all we have to identify the dimensions of this diagram. This diagram is been available actually in the AutoCAD manual that we have provided to you in the Google Classroom. So basically whenever we analyze this diagram, we'll find this is your front view and this is your top view actually. In the front view, the total length of a diagram is 90 mm and total height of a diagram is 40 plus 25, 65 mm is the height and 90 mm is the length of the diagram. Similarly, when we identify this top view actually, in the top view we came to know what is the basic width of a diagram. So here it is 15 mm plus 10 mm plus 15 mm plus 8 mm. So total 48 mm is the width of this diagram actually. So one by one, as per our regular method, whenever we are drawing this diagram in the AutoCAD, so how the process we are following that? So first we select the layer properties of the projection line, then we click on the line command over here. As per our first step, whenever we draw the diagram, we select the O point and we just draw the length of 100 mm on the left side and length of 100 mm on the right side, that is at an angle of the 30 degree with respect to the horizontal line. Similarly, when we are trying to draw the line on this plane actually, it is not been working over here, so press the F5 button. After pressing the F5 button, the plane has been shifted over here and you can just start the length of 100 mm over here. Escape. So once we have drawn this structure, now we just go towards the diagram. Let's say this is your front view of the diagram is there actually. This is your front view of the diagram. So either here is the O point, it is not being given over here. Either where is the O point has been there, either we can take it on this side also, on this side also. Whenever O point has not been given or the origin is not been given, that is a choice of ours over here actually. Fine. So identify that O point or origin point is been located at this particular corner point and start copying this diagram over this plane actually. So first of all, we're going to make a box over here, whatever the basic box is there. Length by height, that is a front view box. Then your width by your side of this diagram, that is your box of the top view of over here. So we try to prepare the 3D diagram over here or the 3D structure of the diagram over here. So for that purpose, we'll take a properties of the projection line. We click on the line command in the AutoCAD and from this corner point, we're going to draw the line of a length of 90 mm over here, like this. Once we have drawn the length of 90 mm, then we have to give the height of this, that is a 65 mm over here. Again, just move the cursor on this side and try to draw the length of 90 mm over here and complete this rectangle. Like this, 90 by 65 mm of a rectangle we have drawn. Whatever the excess part is there, that we'll go to trim it over here. So let's say this we are trimming over here actually, likewise. Now in the width wise, when we are talking, the width of this diagram is 48 mm. So once again, we take a projection line properties. We click on the line command and from this particular corner point, we try to draw the 48 mm of the length on this plane. It is not been working over here, so press the F5 button and shift the plane over here actually. Then right here length of the 48 mm likewise, and again just draw the vertical line over here. So it is not coming, so press the F5 button once again, like this. Height of a diagram is your 65, so write it over here and complete this plane over here actually. So it is a plane of 48 by 65 mm of the plane we have drawn actually. Then the next thing is what? Parallel to this line, we're going to draw this one line over here. So it is not been coming, so press the F5 button once again and try to complete the overall length is your 90 mm likewise, and try to complete this spherical structure over here actually. Similarly on the lower side also actually, draw the parallel line, whatever this is your parallel line is there. So similarly on the lower side we can draw the length of a 90 mm likewise, and we try to complete this vertical line we going to join, that is a 65 mm of a line, and this horizontal line we're going to join, that is a 48 mm of a line. So in short, this is a 3D box type of a structure we have drawn over here. So rest of the part we're going to trim it over here. So this is your box is ready now for drawing your diagram. Here actually whenever we start solving this diagram, actually observe the front view. In a front view you have this semicircular part, then you have a rectangular part, then you will have a platform number of a plot, and then you have a rib is given over here actually. So for drawing this purpose, first we'll have to draw the semicircle and the rest of the part will go to join over here. So basically the radius of the semicircle as per the diagram has been given. It is the 25 mm has been given over here actually, radius. So we go on this side and we try to draw the isometric semicircle on this side over here actually, having the radius of the 25 mm. Before that we'll go to join the semicircle first, I mean the center line over here. So from this corner I just measure the line of the 25 mm and we just draw the line of like this. So 25 mm of a line I am drawing over here with the help of the projection line. Similarly, whenever we try to identify the radius of this diagram, so we have drawn this horizontal line and then we require one vertical line over here. So with the help of the projection line, once again we measure the 25 mm on this side and we try to draw the approximate vertical line. This is not required to draw the throughout vertical line, but approximately line we can draw it over here. But make sure that this length is 25 mm will be there actually. Now once we have drawn this, we override this line with the help of the center line. So we take the properties of center line and we try to draw the small center lines over here actually, because it is a semicircular part will be there. Likewise, once we have drawn this, then we try to draw the epicircle now. So choose the properties of an outline over here, type the EL, enter, I enter. So EL enter, I enter, it is asking us specify the center of the isocircle. So click on the center of isocircle and give the radius is 25 mm. So simply type 25 and enter. So this is your semicircular circular part we have drawn. Rest of the part we're going to trim it over here. So TR double enter and trim this part over here actually on the lower side. Once we have drawn the semicircle, rest of the part we're going to try to draw over here actually. So this one length we're going to draw, 90 mm length will draw, 10 mm length we're going to draw, then this part we're going to draw 40 mm, and then once again this one we're going to draw it over here. So for that purpose we'll take the outline properties and we simply join these lines over here actually. So it is a 40 mm, then it is a 90 mm, then it is a vertically 10 mm, then on this side it is a 40 mm, and then completed over here. So as good as whatever the front view will be there, that simply we have copied over here actually. Now we're going to draw the hole is also there. The hole diameter is given as an 20 mm, so radius is the 10 mm over here. So once again EL enter, I enter, we're going to take specify the isocircle over here and draw the radius, give the radius as 10 mm over here, enter. Now we have to draw the 3D diagram over here actually. Overall, when we find this particular structure, overall width of this diagram is the 48 mm actually. So this semicircular part will come over here also, that is a 48 mm coming over here also actually, at the distance of the 48 mm. So instead of repeating this all procedure, simply we have to copy the semicircular part. So use the copy command, the CO, enter, select this object over here, enter, then specify the base point. So with respect to the center you can move and move the circle or semicircle on this side over here actually, on the back side. It is not been coming over here, so press the F5 button, so we can shift the plane over here actually, like this. So the distance is the 48 mm, width is, so right here 48 mm and enter. Likewise, so simply we have copied the semicircular part on the back side over here actually. Then we take a line and tangent to tangent over here actually. You can see the symbol over here actually. It is a quadrant symbol is there actually. The diagonal part will be there over here. So that symbol should be appear over the screen over here actually. But before that, make sure that in the object snap command over here, in the object snap command, this quadrant command should be on over here actually, this quadrant command. Then you can easily identify these dimensions over here. So draw the line from this quadrant up to this quadrant over here, like this. Whatever the rest of the excess part is there for the curve, that you can delete over here like this. Fine. Now rest of the diagram you can complete over here actually. So you take a outline, you draw the line below. It is not being coming over here, so shift your plane. This vertical distance is your 30 mm. Then on this side, change the plane over here now by pressing the F5 button. This distance is your 40 mm. Vertical distance is your 10 mm. Horizontal is your 48 mm. Then complete this distance also. This is your 48 mm of a distance. Then your edge line is been also there over here, so complete this edge line over here like this. So we can complete the basic 3D diagram of this particular diagram over here actually. Later part is that we have to draw the rib and we have to draw this rectangular part basically over this platform over here actually. So basically, before we can able to draw this rib part, we have to identify what is the thickness of the rib. So in this diagram, the 8 mm is given as a thickness of the rib over here actually, 8 mm. So we go towards this diagram. So instead of drawing this rib actually, what first parameter we can do is, we try to copy this curve. This curve will going to copy at a distance of the 40 mm, because the 48 minus 8, you will get the 40 mm. So copy command we can activate. Select this object, enter, select the base point, shift your plane, F5 button, and write a distance as an 40 mm over here likewise. Once you have copied this over here, this particular distance, then we'll have to give the 8 mm of a distance over here, like 8 mm distance, because the width of a rib is 8 mm. 8 mm, enter, like this. Now you have to join this particular rib and this particular curve over here actually. So tangentially you can join it over here. So move your cursor over this circle. So you will find either a quadrant symbol, rather the tangent symbol is also you can visible over here. So we can do it like this. Make a tangent over here likewise. So by taking the 8 mm over this distance, you can just draw the tangent over here. Similarly on the back side also you can do it. Like this you can draw over here actually. Once you have done this, then rest of the vertical and horizontal part of a rib you can draw. So you take a line over here. So from this line you can draw the vertical line. Press the F5 button and you can draw the horizontal line up to this position over here actually. You can see on the screen what we have done. We have copied this curve. We have drawn this vertical line, this horizontal line over here, and the rest of the curve part we're going to trim now. So this part we're going to trim for the curve. This part is also we're going to trim it. So whenever rib is joining to the curvical part of the cylinder actually, so exactly this much part will be required in the curve format. And that is why we are drawing copying this curve at a distance of the 40 mm. Basically we have seen, we have copied this curve at a distance of the 40 mm and then we have joined this rib over here. But whenever we see this rib actually, some of a part will have to trim it over here, because we are drawing the diagram in the 3D format over here. So right here, TR double enter, so trim. We're going to trim this curve, we're going to trim this part, we're going to trim this part also, because that is the backside part of this rib actually, and the backside part will not be visible to the observer. We are drawing the 3D diagram over here. That is why we'll have to delete or trim this particular line. So now this diagram will be okay actually. Whenever observer will going to visit on this particular site or observe this particular site, the backside part of the line will not be visible to the observer. Now we'll have to draw this slot over here actually. So whenever we see this slot on the particular platform, at a distance of the 15 mm it is lying actually, 15 mm. From this side it is a 10 mm, Overall length of the slot is 20 mm, width is 10 mm. So 20 by 10 of the rectangle we'll have to draw. So from this end corner the distance is 15 mm, and from the top of the side or the bottom of the side the distance is the 10 mm. So first thing what we'll have to do, we'll have to copy this line at a distance of 15 mm over here. So I'll just select this line, or you can use the copy command, CO enter, select this line, enter, then select this base point and move your line at a distance of the 15 mm over here, like this. Similarly, you have to shift this horizontal line at a distance of the 10 mm and 20 mm over here. So copy, enter, select this line, enter, select the base point, move the line by the distance of the 10 mm. So basically while moving, just check that whether the plane is okay or not actually. So copy, select this line, enter, select the base point. It is not been moving on the horizontal side. So shift, press the F5 button and shift the plane likewise. So distance will be the 10 mm. Again the vertical distance will be the 20 mm. So here actually from this line we'll have to draw the 20 mm of a distance. So once again we use the copy command, select this line, enter, select the base point corner and write here 20 mm of the distance, escape. The width of the rectangular slot is your 10 mm. So use again the copy command, select this vertical line, enter, select this base point and move by horizontally. It is not been moving, so press the F5 button once again and by the 10 mm you have to move this distance like this. So we are getting this rectangular slot over here actually. So whatever rest of the part is there, that we're going to trim now. So TR, double enter, trim these lines whichever not been required or not a part of the rectangular part or the slot. So like this we can able to trim over here actually. Those line we cannot able to trim, just click on that and press a delete button like this. So this is also we're going to delete over here. So this whole line is deleting. So once again we can draw the line over here. So it is a 20 by 10 of the rectangle we have drawn. But whenever observer is looking towards this diagram in the 3D format, he will find one edge of the corner also. So take one line from this corner, draw the vertical line actually. Press the F5 button and like this you can draw the vertical line, and the rest of the part you can trim over here like this. So this is the diagram will be completed whenever the observer is going to draw this diagram in this side. So he can find this semicircular part, this particular part, this is the platform base and this is the rib of this part, it can be visible to the observer. So like